continues as Rangers start the second half. Lapats now. Bocanegra. So far by Lee McCulloch. Let's hear from Ali McCoy. He's with Peter Martin.
Ali, what's the message to the players after that first half performance?
Really more of the same, Peter, but we don't want to sit back and wait for the game to come to us. We need to proceed and be very, very positive. Obviously with the one-man advantage, it's important we keep all our players on the park. That's what we've said to the boys, but at the same time we must go and win the game, not sit back and hope to win it.
Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
Celtic unbeaten in their last 21 league matches, but run is under severe threat. We haven't had a yellow card yet in this Glasgow derby, but we have had a red for Char. Saves early on to aid the Rangers' cause.
Yeah, he did, he certainly did. I think it would have been a pretty short team talk from Ali McCoy. I think it would be much criticism. They haven't done much wrong here. I think Celtic have got to try and close the game up and try and make the game a little bit shorter for the midfield players. I don't see how they can support Samaras from the deep position that they're taking up.
Davis up towards McCulloch, who's up against Mulgrew. Sent off, replacing Anthony Stokes. Mulgrew. Whittaker. Caught by Joe Ledley.
Well, Neil Lennon would have had something to say if Joe Ledley hadn't put his foot in here. Free kick.
Just did win the first Old Firm game of the season here, 4-2. On the days when Stephen Naismith and Nikita Jelavic were scoring goals. Aluko.
Well, he's right at the top of his game, and clearly the goal just gave him so much confidence, and this is a player who feels he can get a shot away every time he picks the ball up. He's playing in that terrific position where he's not been asked to defend. He's been told to go and find space off Lee McCulloch.
Now we understand that the Celtic manager Neil Lennon has been sent from the dugout for something he said to the match officials.
Well, we do apologize for the technical problems. We'll get things sorted out, but Rangers and Celtic put on an electrifying show, and the only goal coming by way of Sone Aluko. These two sides, of course, meeting for the 398th time, but Celtic really have their eyes on the prize, trying to end Rangers' stranglehold. 3 consecutive Scottish Premier League titles, and trying to celebrate at Ibrox for the first time in 45 years. We're back with more right after this.
If you think you're getting the whole season, think again. Only Fox Soccer Plus has all the games you've been missing. To order, call 1-877-GET-PLUS today.
America's premier soccer destination for Barclays Premier League, UEFA Champions League, Serie A, all season long.
See the world's best matches live, wherever you are. with Fox Soccer to Go. Watch select live matches on your smartphone, on your tablet, and on your computer. Get the app, get the games, and get your fix. Live soccer and more. Anytime, anywhere. Fox Soccer to Go.
And we welcome you back to the Old Firm, and Rangers on the front foot here. We'll get things sorted out with our satellite problems. We do apologize for the technical difficulties. The only goal, of course, coming from Sonny Aluko after 11 minutes. Advantage to Rangers in this highly charged big Old Firm derby, brought to you by Fox Soccer Plus. Pitch in for Davis now. McCabe plays it wide. Looks like we've got everything sorted out with the technical difficulties. We now send it back out to Ibrox.
Walker did as well as he could at the front post there.
Once again, our apologies for the loss of pictures a few moments ago. Here is Rhys McCabe. Negra now for Edu. Negra. Papac.
Well, you know, Rangers will keep the ball in this kind of position. They'll keep it all day. Celtic are going to have to try and meet them further up the pitch. And even with 10 men, you've got to go and try and press the ball. Rangers are in no hurry to go anywhere here. Celtic are going to have to try and get the ball.
Whittaker. McCabe. There's Papac now. McCulloch. Beaten to it that time by Mulgrew. Here's Key. Izagiri. Grappling with Izagiri. It will be a free kick to Celtic.
Yeah, they've got to get the two centre-backs up here. Izagiri, he's got to knock something into the back post there. You know, Celtic, an open play, are going to struggle now. Set pieces that they've really got to try and put Rangers under pressure.
We can confirm that Neil Lennon was sent off after an altercation with Callum Murray. And he's now watching the game in the media room here at Ibrox. Key moment, it's a key free kick. Celtic's need is urgent as Key sends that one over the head of everybody.
I'll tell you what, Stephen Whittaker took a big risk. He's at the wrestling there as the ball came into the box. Just watch Stephen Whittaker on Ledley here. I mean, if Callum Murray sees that, he could be pointing to the spot there. Needless challenge from Stephen Whittaker.
Champions in each of the last 3 years, they will have to relinquish that crown this season, but maybe not just yet. Whittaker. Papac. McCabe. McCulloch. Here's Edu. Taking Rogner with him. Screen by Wanyama. McCabe. Here's Whittaker. Aluko. McCabe. Papac. Edu didn't give up on it. Papac now for Wallace. McCabe for Whittaker. Rangers probing with Whittaker. Oh, Wanyama went in, 2 footed, he's on as well. Celtic are down to 9 men. It's a red card for Victor Wanyama now.
No, you're not going to get away with that these days. You would have got away with it when I was playing, but not under the current rules. Leave the ground, leading with both sets of studs. I don't think it's a tackle that he has to make. Stephen Whittaker is facing his own goal here. And why he's gone in with 2 feet, I'm not quite sure.
Murray showed the 3 red cards to Rangers players in the Scottish Cup last season. He's shown 2 to Celtic players here, Char and Wanyama. So Celtic have somehow got to cope on Derby Day in Glasgow with 9 men. And they face this free kick. Chaluko looks like he fancies. Davis also over it. Ibrox is rocking. Aluko! It was nearly rocking a little bit more.
It's a super effort, I'm not quite sure. Celtic have got 3 solid in the wall and then Scott Brown a yard to the left. Not quite sure what they're trying to do there. But he's almost found the top corner there, Aluko. Oh, it's a really late move in the ball. Leaves loads of leather on it. Just wonder if Fraser Foster's getting there. Touch and go.
Luko's goal, still the difference. But there is another difference. Celtic with 9 men. Joe Medley now. Mulgrew. Key, rocked by Davis. Luko once more. A few options, including McCulloch. Moves onto the roof of the net rather than in it.
Ronja eventually got round the back. I think he should be tighter on Lee McCulloch here. Just watch Rogner there, he can see Lee McCulloch. He's got to go a little bit earlier to the ball there. Did well to make the block eventually, but I think he should be tighter here.
McCabe has done an excellent shift. Seemingly feeling the effects of it now. Kyle Lafferty is going to come on to make his first appearance since early January. Lafferty back for the run-in. He's going to take the place of McCabe.
I'm assuming it's Graham. Either that, it's a bad knock in the back of the calf, and maybe it's tightened up. Yeah, change is going to be made. Either way, he's had a very good hour, young McCabe.
Lafferty scored in the 4-2 win over Celtic here in September. That's his only Old Firm goal. He might get 1 or 2 chances to add to it though, as he makes his long-awaited return from injury. It's been frustrating for him, not being able to play a part. And Rhys McCaig has certainly done enough today to suggest that he has a very bright footballing future ahead of him. The Ibrox faithful applaud the efforts of McCabe and welcome back Kyle Lafferty. Been a long wait for this corner, but it's coming. Luko takes it towards Lafferty.
He's got a little bit too much on it there, Kyle Lafferty. The problem here for Celtic, and at 1-0 down, no matter how much Rangers are dominating the ball and possession, the game is not over. Celtic are still in it. But they've got to try and hold the ball a little bit better than they are at the moment, and if they can, try and get further up the pitch.
Thompson in charge on the Celtic dugout with Neil Lennon sent off as well. They may have their troubles at the moment, but they are forgetting them for this 90 minutes, that's for sure. Celtic have had Char and Wanyama sent off and their manager Neil Lennon sent off. Two sides of the divide. Goal in it though, and as long as there is, Celtic have hope. Though it's such a big ask for them now. It's a foul by Davis and Izagirre.
It'll just be interesting to see what Celtic do here, whether they put the centre-backs up, because I think even from this deep in the pitch, you know, Celtic they've got to ask the question of Samaras is up there on his own. Nothing he can do with that kind of service.
Miyabi showing instructions now.
Celtic centre-backs will be relieved to see Lee McCulloch now playing holding position midfield in place of young Rhys McCabe. It really has been a handful for the two centre-backs this afternoon.
Davis, Whittaker. Bocanegra, Papac. Run, much expected him to. Rangers refusing to budge, refusing to accept that Celtic could have clinched the title here. Giving it their all.
Did well to win the head of this Samaras, but nobody going beyond them. The likes of Scott Brown and Ledley, to a lesser extent Kehoe, who's sitting deeper, but certainly Ledley and Scott Brown have got to gamble. You know, if the ball is knocked up to Samaras, they've got to go beyond them and play for second balls.
Wallace. Goyan now for Whittaker. Davis. Davis held up by Key, but Whittaker can try again. Dispatched by Mulgrew. No need for McCulloch. Now Aluko. Rotner's header.
I just wonder if the sun caught his eye there, judging by the shadow, and the sun is in his face here, Rodner. It's a misjudgment.
Given a better angle by Whittaker. Glanced away by Brown. Papac. McCulloch. Here is Whittaker. Way over the head of Lafferty.
played in these games often enough, Ian, to know that the job is not done yet. Not at 1-0. Rangers need that second goal.
Still 25 minutes to go. Smith watching on. Such a great record in Glasgow derbies during his 2 spells in charge. Might be rather glad to be away from the pressure of it all. Celtic with a pile of problems on the disciplinary front, with 2 red cards for players and 1 in effect for the manager.
Yeah, a chance to put it in the box, and I think every chance that Celtic get now, they'll play that diagonally.
Potential target here for Mulgrew. Rangers teasing the Celtic support with their celebration. It's Mulgrew to take this. Out by Edu. Luca. Davis. Here's Lafferty, back in action, and he's skipped away from Izagirre. Lafferty!
Well, he's got a choice, because Aluko is breaking his neck in the central area to offer support. He did brilliantly to spin Izagirre.
Samaras, he's managed to escape the touches of Goya. Here's Whittaker. Suddenly Aluko has a problem. That's foul by Key on Davis.
Yeah, no complaints from Key. New Celtic were shot at the back. Stephen Davis was going nowhere there.
Aluko toiling. He's going to be replaced, I think. Victory would mean so much to the McCoyston Rangers after all they have been through. And they have been through so much. Andy Little, who started the last few games, is going to come on. He actually started an Old Firm game a couple of seasons back, but didn't last very long. Played at right back, but did his hamstring early. Edu. Chris Commons is coming on to Celtic as well. Whittaker. McCulloch. Patch. Luka is eager to return to the action. McCulloch. Luka is back on. See if they can run that off. Davis. Luka. McCulloch. Still over 20 minutes to go. Davis. Nearly for Lafferty. Mulgrew stuck his leg out. That's a foul by Lee Wallace.
Yeah, it's a good run by Kyle Lafferty. Off the type that you're not going to get from Lee McCulloch. In behind the 2 centre-backs. Lafferty gives him a different problem.
Chris Commons is going to shadow the player he was last season. He's going to take the place of Key. Commons hasn't scored in his last 25 games after netting 14 in his first 20 for Celtic. We're just going to check Rangers as to whether Aluko can carry on, so that's a change on hold for now. Andy Little waiting in the wings just in case. Back from Samaras. Tidied up by Davis. Patch. Whittaker calling for it. Who has other ideas? Luko now. It does find its way to Whittaker.
Well, he did well. I don't think you can call up the first save, certainly not a mistake. This is a terrific effort from Lee McCullough. And dipped just in front of the Celtic goalkeeper, did well to get it wide, and was back in his feet quickly enough to make the second.
Sonny Luko was unable to continue, but he certainly left his mark on this game. A wonderful goal to give Rangers the advantage. He's replaced by Andy Little. Started the last 3 matches and put in a good shift in each of them. The very first start for Rangers in 2009 was in an Old Firm game. As I mentioned, he was injured early on and had to go off. Whittaker. Lafferty there, and Lee Wallace there! And Andy Little just on! Scores a goal! How about that for making an impact? Rangers have put on a show! A show of defiance!
You've got to say that's just about job done for Rangers now with the 2-goal and a 2-man advantage here. I just wonder why Celtic don't clear the first cross. And again, it might have something to do with the sun in the eye. Totally misjudged by Ronja, under pressure from Lafferty. Oh, broke beautiful. I tell you what, you've got to get round the back to have a chance. And it's Adam Matthews who's standing watching it as Lee Wallace gets away from him initially. As it comes in here, Adam Matthews flat-footed as Wallace made the run. And there's nothing Foster could do about the last chance.
A little goal, a big goal. It has extended Rangers' lead over their rivals. And almost certainly made sure that Celtic will have to wait to clinch their title. There's playing for pride, and there's playing for pride in Glasgow. Occasion. Few doubted they wouldn't. There might be a card coming down his way.
Yeah, I think it is. Well, Callum Murray doing Scott Brown a favour, but this could be a long 17-18 minutes for Celtic. The Rangers have got men over on either side of the pitch now. There's an out ball for them any time they want it. Wallace out in the far touchline, Whittaker hugging this touchline. They're just trying to make the pitch as big as possible.
Who almost scored, he was foiled by Forster, but Andy Little managed to follow up.
I couldn't quite believe his luck, Andy Little. It all came from Lee Wallace getting away from Adam Matthew at the back post. Is he offside? I think it's Lafferty who certainly got the glance on it. Wallace may have been offside. Little asked no questions. Pressure from Lafferty on the Celtic centre-back. Great save from Foster, nothing he could do about Little's effort.
Samaras has caught McCullough.
Lee McCullough doesn't see him coming. You can hardly say he's attacking the ball there, George Samaras. Never in a position to win it.
Shah sent off, Wanyama sent off, and Neil Lennon ordered from the dugout. A dull moment on Derby Day in Glasgow. That's what they Commons. Aguirre's throw. Celtic fans are giving as good as they're getting at the moment. Lindley now for Brown. It's a free kick for Celtic. A chance to answer back. Commons. Commons again. Celtic staring at their first SPL defeat since October. Rangers on the prowl again. Davis has got Wallace alongside. Forster denied it last time, but not this time. And the message from Rangers is clear. You are going to win the title, Celtic, but you're not going to win it here.
Well, you know, slack square passes very often put you in trouble. And that's what happened here. Charlie Mulgrew finds Adam Matthews, who I don't think wants the ball. That pass there, it's a heavy first touch. Wallace wins it. Look at the appetite he's got to make an offer to Stephen Davis on the outside here. One touch enough. Well, I said this might be a long 17 minutes or so for Celtic, and it certainly is now. Oh, he's screaming at Steve Davis, and the way of the pass is such, he doesn't have to break a stride. Any doubt about the outcome now has been well and truly settled by Lee Wallace.
This is his day, this is their day. Lee Wallace. There's something to remember him by as he comes up here to be replaced by Salim Kirkar. Way to go, Lee. An emphatic victory for Rangers. They have done everything that was asked of them. Aided by some ill discipline from Celtic. Before had Celtic clinched the title at Ibrox. It's not going to happen a third time. Davis. Little. Kirkar just on. French-Algerian started the last 3 games. Didn't get anywhere near the team last season, but it's a different story this season for Rangers, of course. Here is Kirkar. Edu. Rangers fans loving that from Papac. Brown. Back by Kirkar, he's going to get a yellow card.
Well, to be fair to Callum Murray, the referee, I think he's done his best today to keep his cards in his pocket. I don't think he'd have a choice with either red card.
Yellow shown by Callum Murray, but of course he has shown 2 reds to Celtic. And sent off the Celtic manager.
What he's given here, Callum Murray. Salmon has certainly had a nudge on McKillop as he went to win the first header. That's the second one. Well, Lee McKillop's high with his elbow there into Scott Brown. Interesting to see what I think he's given a Rangers way. Be the first one Samaras on Lee McKillop that he's given.
been churning, and it's been hot in other senses as well. Some players always fully committed to their cause, Lee McCulloch and Scott Brown. Commons over this free kick. Brew was nipping round the back, but Rangers having none of that. Cleared by Goya. McCulloch still off the field. Matthews preparing a long throw. Samaras in the mix. It's a corner. To get back on at the same time. They do. Commons corner. There'll be another one.
Yeah, I think it's Bocanegra who won it at the back post.
Corner for Commons then. It's another decent one. It comes up just over. That was close for Rogner.
Yeah, it's a good corner. I thought Charlie McGrew was going to win it first off. Rodney comes in late, just can't quite keep it down. Slightly behind him. It's a fraction out.
Celtic home to St Johnstone. They will be there with them a week today, although Rangers go to Motherwell before that. Needing a victory there to keep Celtic waiting further. Scott Brown having a nibble at Stephen Davis. Babach for Kirkar. Screened by Matthews. Babach. One back by Commons. Mulgrew. Powered back by Goya. Little who scored with his first touch. Fouled by Edu.
Yeah, still terrific pressure from Morris Edu. 3-0 up, 6 minutes left, the game's won, but just wasn't prepared to give it up, and I think if anything that sums up Rangers' attitude today. If you really want to separate the sides, Ali McCoy's side came out the blocks flying. Quicker over the pitch, won more tackles, just looked a bit more hungry for it.
They may be losing their grip on the SPL trophy. They haven't lost how to play on Derby Day. Fired up beyond belief, and it showed from the off. Determined that Celtic wouldn't clinch the title here. Celtic plugging on with 9 men, with their manager having to watch from inside the annals of Ibrox. 5 minutes to go. Matthews has had a promising first season with Celtic after joining from Cardiff. He'll get the chance to send another long throw in towards Samaras. Matthews launching in, and Scott Brown jumped to the head of the queue. Edu. Commons stopped it reaching Davis. Whittaker. Zagire. Commons. Scott Brown. Celtic have flopped on the big occasion, which has been the criticism of them in recent times. Lost the League Cup final last week and now being brushed aside by their Glasgow rivals. Samaras, though, is taken out by Bocanegra, and that is a penalty.
Oh, is that a red card?
It's got to be, hasn't it?
I had to think about it, Callum Murray.
Bocanegra is trying to walk away from the scene of the crime, but he's off. It is a red card for Carlos Bocanegra.
Well, it's certainly a goal-scoring opportunity, isn't it? Got to say, Samaras did brilliantly to win the first ball and make the chance for himself. Just caught from Bocanegra coming in from the side. Once again, Callum Murray is spot on with the red. Terrific feat from Samaras.
He was waiting to check that it was Bocanegra and not Whittaker who had made the challenge. Bocanegra is out of the Motherwell game next week. Scott Brown. Celtic's new penalty taker of late, and they needed one. They have missed 5 of their last 6 penalties in the SPL. Scott Brown against Alan McGregor. Brown scores, but it's surely just a minor blot on the Ibrox landscape.
Yeah, it's a good penalty from Scott Brown, but it'll be absolutely no consolation for what's gone before here today. Super penalty, just opened his foot on at the last moment, and even a keeper as quick as Alan McGregor couldn't get there.
Desperate for a decent penalty taker for a long time, and the answer was there all the time with their captain. So just the 3 red cards, and one of the managers ordered off. Such is life on Derby Day in Glasgow. Here's Little. Zagire now for Ledley. Brown. Last minute of the 90. Some run from Scott Brown. Samaras. It's Whittaker to contend with. He's done well considering he hasn't played since just before Christmas. The day before Christmas, in fact. Matthews launches it. It's been a foul. It's like 4 minutes at least of stoppage time. Celtic came here hoping to start a party. Far from it. The Rangers fans have a little party of their own. Though the Celtic fans won't be too put off. Their celebration will come, their title will be clinched, but it's still sore to lose like this to your fiercest rivals. Commons. Terrific challenge from Papac.
Yeah, sure was. Not for the first time either.
Rafferty losing out. Commons. Sneak that past Whittaker. Nearly passed over by Whittaker.
It would be interesting if Celtic scored here. Brilliantly to get past Whittaker initially. Certainly tumbled in and should be able to wrap his foot around this, Chris Commons.
Still a couple of minutes to go at least. Can Celtic snatch another goal? Thomas delivers well, and they can, and it's Thomas Rodner who's got it. It's 3-2 with a couple of minutes left.
Well, would you believe it? I'm not quite sure who he gets away from back post. It's a super header though. Just arrives here late, he's actually on the back foot, but boy, does he get his neck into it. Kerkar that he gets over, nothing Alan McGregor could do. Wow.
Who'd have thought it? Celtic seem down and out, and time is certainly not on their side. But they're back to 3-2 from nowhere. A tale of the unexpected again in an Old Firm game. Will Celtic get another chance? Snatch such an unlikely equaliser.
I think we just want one chance of putting it in the box in.
Is going to get a free kick off Samaras.
Well, to be fair to Samaras, he just wasn't for giving it up, but he's let Whittaker off the hook here. It's exactly what Stephen Whittaker's looking for.
Gary Hooper coming on for the last few seconds. You never know if he gets a sight of goal. Joe Ledley has gone off. 4 minutes of stoppage time are nearly up, and Rangers understandably are in no rush here after an admirable late rally from the 9 men of Celtic. It's quite so comfortable, but nearly there.